Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, just like LeBron James in the history books, we are back with another installment of Next Play Sports. You got your boy Sid, you got your boy Nolan, you got your boy Timo. Sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack, because here we go.
Who's Timo?
You know, I didn't know we were in the business of cherry picking, but here we go, I guess.
Hey, listen, we have made it. This is 23 episodes. This is the first time I've mentioned his name in an intro.
That is true. That is true.
Look, but
This is the first time I've mentioned.
you waited on purpose.
Benefit of doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it had to be related to them. He's the only active player in the conversation.
Cherry pick.
I mean, it was low-hanging fruit, yes.
But it's also relevant, so it's not that bad.
So, this is the long-awaited episode where we have our GOAT debate. I'm sure we're going to be very civil and respectful of each other's feelings and thoughts and sentences.
This is going to be the most calm debate you've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm going to say this before we debate anything. Opinions for both sides. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
But a lot of you are wrong.
See, I'm not on that side of the spectrum. You're entitled to your opinion.
Okay, so...
Sid's not going to say anything today that's going to change my stance on LeBron James.
And vice versa.
The same goes for T.
I'm about to say, and I feel like this is for the people, I feel like, that are just on the fence. I'm going to give my side of the story, and Sid's going to give his side. And where you lies, I don't feel like there's a winner or loser in said debate.
That's that LeBron mentality.
No, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna give my statement. I'm gonna give my argument.
This is just defense of both sides and reasons why you should believe them, and it's up to you to make your own informed decision.
Yeah.
Right, Sid?
Huh? Look, so here's my thing. Well, let's get past this right here first. So we're dropping 2 episodes in 2 days because we were POSs and didn't upload for like 2.5 weeks.
Facts.
So tonight, the 13th, at about
Whoa.
It is on Nolan. We'll get into that.
It's not on
We'll get into that in episode 24. We'll get into that in episode 24. But we're on January the 13th, Friday the 13th. Scary.
Jesus.
Shivers.
This one will be coming out at about 7-ish p.m. And then episode 24 will be coming out tomorrow, Saturday the 14th at about 10 a.m. About the time we normally drop our episodes. So sorry for being POSs. Nolan will give you a detailed and sincere apology at the beginning of episode 24. Because this is on Nolan.
No.
And we will explain in the next episode. So stick around.
Listen, and I want this to be said before. Listen, so Nolan had a trip come up around Christmas.
Oh, we're going to
okay. I just want to say, we were supposed to have this material for this episode
by Christmas.
I will apologize for slacking on that.
That's word for word.
That's it.
By Christmas.
That's it.
So
we got it January 12th at 11 o'clock at night.
We got it copy-pasted into a group chat at 11 o'clock at night on January 12th.
It was January 13th.
it wasn't. I sent it earlier than that. It wasn't that late.
Brother in Christ, I just checked the time. It was 10:53.
No way. No way. I honestly thought I sent it when I got done with it the other day.
The other day.
Mind you, I was taking
No. He's bullshitting. He's lying. We're getting into this now. He's lying because whenever we brought it up in the group chat last night, what did he say?
He said
we were going into it blind.
Yeah.
I did say you're going to do it blind. That was a creative decision that was not met with approval.
It didn't have a very approachable response.
Yeah, it wasn't.
What was the analogy I used? I used some analogy. It's probably not even saved now. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, I said, brother, it's not like we're asking you to sell the secrets of the deep state. This is not some clandestine operation.
Anyway, we got a lot to get into. We got to get this.
We do. Episode 24 is going to be a heater. This one right here, I'm pretty sure is going to be nice and civil and
calm, collected, reasonable.
This is going to bring out the sides of Timmy and Sid that hate each other. So, narrator.
Him.
Let's get into it. So, this is as a debate. I assume Nolan is going to have it.
Yes.
Follow
I'm doing a point system.
Political format. A point system? Seriously?
No.
I feel like you should.
I mean, I could do it. Watch out. I'll do it by who I agree with more based on each question. I'll do that.
Well, what's terrible is that there are 10 questions, an even number, so we could tie 5-5. We'll come up with shit on the fly.
Exactly. Whoever has the tiebreaker will be whoever gives me the best answer for question 10. All right. So let's get into it. So obviously, Timo is on the side of LeBron James, and Sid is representing the Jordan camp today.
Yes.
So, Timothy Mobley.
Mm-hmm. That is I.
Why do you believe LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time?
Short and sweet. I believe LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time to his accomplishments, his legacy, his skill, his persona, his IQ, along with many other things that I'm sure we'll get into today.
I would like to know the relevance on persona.
That's later on. That's later on. Save it. That's later on. I literally have a question for that. Save it. Okay. Sid. Sidicus. Sidicus McNeil.
Last name is crazy. Oh my god.
They just call me Timothy Mobley.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. Well, here, Nolan Watson. There we go.
There you go.
Now we can all get doxxed.
Well, if we're all getting doxxed, his real name's Tanner. Not
Jesus.
Timothy.
Anyways, go on.
Yes, we created a podcast with 2 Tanners. Anyway, Nolan.
Why do you believe that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time?
Well, I mean, there's multiple things. So at the root of it all, I just believe he's a better basketball player at the source than LeBron James. And I mean, and that's really what matters.
That is true.
I mean, and we'll get into everything else, but he's like, at face value, he's a better basketball player than LeBron James. LeBron has his own argument for other things, but when it comes to strictly basketball, there is one tier that contains Mike and LeBron, and then there's a gap, and then there's tier 3 in the hierarchy of NBA players. And
you talking about in the GOAT debate in general? There's
just in general.
It's Mike and LeBron.
It's Mike, LeBron.
Then you can argue.
And then
there's a gap.
2.
Yeah, then you can argue 3.
And my thing is on that tier, he's
a step ahead.
1-on-1 is it's a tricky and slippery slope, but give me Mike over LeBron at least 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10. But he wins more times than he loses against LeBron. Prime versus prime, rookie versus rookie, 38 versus 38, whatever you want to call it.
Brother, you would give him 38 versus 38?
Brother, we're getting into that. Just
Okay.
just stop.
On to the next. I meant when I typed this out, I didn't think I forgot the first half of the question is what is your definition of GOAT? Timothy Mobley.
I mean, the greatest basketball player of all time is my definition of the GOAT.
I'm saying,
I believe.
Do you believe more in statistical numbers?
Oh,
or
listen, I said I
achievements?
believe. I believe apparently the same reason that Sid believes MJ is the GOAT as far as just straight up basketball player. Mm-hmm. I said if we were to go we're going to play pickup basketball today, and I can pick from any player in the NBA. They're all standing in front of you, like recess style. Mm-hmm. I'm picking LeBron James, number 1 overall. He is a better basketball player. Along with it, and there's other things that factor into it other than that, but I do think that LeBron is the better basketball player overall than what Jordan is.
Okay. Sidicus?
You don't have to call me Sidicus.
Yes, I do. I've started. I can't stop.
Okay. What do you?
He's asking for your definition.
What is your definition of the greatest of all time? What is what?
So the GOAT, G.O.A.T, can be interpreted as 2 separate arguments. So there's one argument where there's the argument of greatness, and then there's the argument of just, I don't want to say skill because it's more than just skill.
Stealing my flow,
but No, it's two separate arguments. It always has been. You got the argument of greatness, which is accolades,
Legacy.
Records, legacy, impact, all that stuff, right? And then you have, in this argument, strictly, it's like, who's just the better basketball player at the core? Who does what better? Who does more things better? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Now, is your definition of GOAT consistent with other people's definitions? Because other people will be like...
I mean, I feel like there's only... I feel like as far as... I feel like Sid would agree too. When you start talking about the GOAT debate, there, like Sid was saying, there's people... You're either going to stand on the statistics side... The statistics side of the GOAT debate, where it's based off of numbers and that kind of thing, or there is the people who like just you can look at it, who's the better basketball player. I mean, I only feel like there's like 2, maybe 3 different routes you can go as far. But I think when you get into the GOAT debate, it's really a combination of all of the elements of what a GOAT can be. Transformed to like who's left standing number 1 at the end of all that. And really you got to start within yourself. There's like a ranking system within yourself of those 3 arguments of what matters most to you to get your answer. That's how I see it.
I like it. Sid?
I mean, it's the same thing. Like I said, like there's different types of GOAT debates, but the way I view it is the greatest basketball player of all time. I'm not really concerned with like harping on only one thing. If we're talking about rings, it's Bill Russell. If we're talking about trophy rooms, it's Kareem or Kobe. Because I mean, you look at like just at the face value of it, between Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan, they all have 12 first team all defensive selections. They all have 5 rings or more. But I mean, you're talking about 2 different tiers of players. You see what I'm saying? So it's like more goes into it than just one thing. If we're talking about the overall greatest basketball player of all time, I want the greatest player, and to me, that's Michael Jordan.
Okay. So, Timothy, what does LeBron do better than Jordan?
What does LeBron do better than Jordan? As far as on court, what LeBron does better than Jordan?
Strictly on court for now. For now.
No, we're not going to.
Jazz, he was a better father. Don't know what that's got to do about ball.
Nobody said any. Anyways,
save it.
I would say that LeBron James on the court, he is a better passer. He is a better shooter. He is a better rebounder. His basketball IQ is higher. He has been a better teammate. He is a better finisher at the rim. He is 6'9", 240 pounds for the median of his career with a 42-inch vertical. We could break up LeBron's career into 3 different primes.
Okay. Before I get into mine, I'm gonna break that shit down right now real quick. So he was 6'8", 225 when he was drafted with a 41-inch vertical. So that's wrong. So if you think he retained a 41-inch vertical after gaining 25 pounds of muscle, it's just crazy.
He was in Cleveland. First of all, he was 18 when he was drafted. You saying his vertical couldn't go an inch from when he was 18 to 23?
And also, I would also like to know what the relevance of being a good teammate has with being great at basketball.
I mean, it's just part of basketball, in my opinion. I mean, basketball has always been a 5v5 sport, and I feel like...
Okay, I'm not talking about what they do on the court, because, I mean, Jordan averaged 6 assists for his career. 5.5, 6 assists. So, a better teammate is just a weird argument, my friend.
It still holds relevancy in my eyes. I mean, if you think, I don't know how it's on court in this way, but it's just an example of being a good teammate. If you think, if back in the rec days I dotted you with a black eye in practice was cool, I don't.
Look, if you won me 4 championships, I probably want mine.
I mean, we won.
And I hit you the game-winning bomb when you were on your way out. I mean, what are we talking about here? I still had the respect for you and the love for you to do that for you.
Tomorrow morning is gonna be really
when you were triple teamed, or really when you were pegged in the head. Like that's probably the baseball translation. But I still hit the bomb.
Pegged in the head is crazy.
I'm just saying.
But
we're getting off track.
we are.
I'm just saying. The relevance of a better teammate in response to a GOAT debate is it's shaky.
It's just part of a basketball player in my eyes as to why
It is a team sport. It is a team sport.
Yeah.
So,
As to why I see it valuable.
Sid, your rebuttal.
So one of these I'm gonna save for last because it's gonna spark a debate. He's a better scorer. He's a better mid-range shooter. He's a better defender. He's better at free throws. He's more athletic. And he finishes at the rim with more skill. So he is a better finisher at the rim than LeBron James is.
Stats wouldn't support that.
Brother, nobody tries to do layups like LeBron James. Everybody tries to do layups like Michael Jordan. There is a different type of skill set and...
Okay, so what you're telling me right now, you're beating around the bush to tell me that the way Jordan did it looked cooler.
I'm saying he was better. I'm saying when has LeBron ever been flashy like Jordan like that? Like, and it's not that like he was just throwing up prayers. He was making these at an insanely high clip.
And I'm telling you that LeBron is finishing at a higher rate around the rim
because he
than Jordan
muscle. But I'm telling you
then he can't be a better finisher if the stats don't support it.
It's like Giannis versus KD, man. It's that simple. One uses brute force, the other uses technique and finesse. Would you say that Giannis is a better basketball player than Kevin Durant?
Listen, what I'm telling you is...
answer the question.
No.
Answer the question.
We're getting off track. This is a whole different thing.
No, right now, Giannis is a better basketball player than Kevin Durant.
So he's more skilled.
He's the best player in the NBA right now. What are we talking about?
He's more skilled than Kevin Durant.
No,
that's the
we
point
are
I'm
in a
getting at.
skill conversation.
That's the point I'm getting at.
You can't say that he is a better finisher when stats don't support. He is a better finisher.
I'm saying he's a more skilled finisher.
That's two different things.
Is it?
Yes, because you just tried to call him the better finisher.
If you were creating a player, would you give him...
I would want the one that's unstoppable that finishes better.
Let's check this higher clip bullshit that you're talking about.
I've got it for you.
Compared to Michael Jordan's.
I got that... Where'd he go?
We finna see.
See, this is why we couldn't come unprepared, Nolan. It would have been like this.
We do this anyways. We do this anyways where we look stuff up in the middle of the podcast.
Yes, we do, unfortunately. We do have to get better about this.
While we're waiting, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe.
LeBron does have a higher 2-point percentage by 0.04%. $53,000 minutes is crazy.
I give you all this time to prepare.
You shut the fuck up, Nolan. You don't have a say in this right now.
I feel like I need to. We somehow got to KD versus Giannis. That was a big jump.
An argument between skill and brute force.
By the way, I just want to confront this right now. When Sid was bringing up 38-year-old MJ versus 38.
We'll get there.
Okay.
It's a later argument, I believe.
Indeed.
Is that average dist? Oh. Oh, that's nasty. So between 0 and 3 feet, which will contribute to all layups and dunks, LeBron James is shooting 74% for a career. I love Basketball Reference so much. 73.9, just in case it really comes down to the wire like that.
hitting 3/4 of your shot. I mean, like I get it. I get you're close to the rim, but when you're 3 inches shorter than the guys who are in the paint, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty good.
And then Mike shot 60%.
And mind you, Jordan played in the era. Where it was a legal defense if you had 2 men in the paint. You couldn't stack the paint like you can today. Jordan was going one-on-one.
It's because he was getting the people's elbowed by Bill Laimbeer on his way by. Well, what are we talking about? Have you seen NBA defense today? We're not using that defense argument, bro. You're cooked on it. You are freaking
I'm just saying
cooked.
it was literally illegal defense.
The NBA this season went 6 straight days with a 50-point plus game. Giannis had 2.
Yeah. It is.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
6 straight days. Not games, days.
Was it one of them Donovan Mitchell?
Yes, the 71-pointer. Yes. Second most,
the NBA
third most all time.
The NBA is no doubt more skilled today than it was in the 90s.
It's more skilled, yes, but it's way less physical. Way less physical.
Yeah, ask the refs from that Lakers game last night, Timo. It's not physical at all.
Way less physical.
Hold on. Okay. So, never mind. I'll save that. I'll keep that one in the clip. I'll keep that one in the clip.
They got this shit broke down to percentage of dunks.
So, Sid, do you still stand on this better finisher at the rim regardless of the...
Oh, they didn't start tracking this till 1997.
Oh.
So he shot 60% within 3 feet
for the last five
for the
years.
last 4 seasons of his career. 96, 97, 97,
I'm sure he made up a 14% career clip.
I mean, don't act like it's impossible.
I mean, that's the back end of his career.
96, 97...
They don't
98, he still won 3 titles.
He won 2 titles.
2.
96,
He said 97.
98.
Oh.
He said 97, just
He
97.
said 96, 97, 97, 98.
Okay. But I mean, that doesn't include the year he averaged 36.
So for reference,
all those years from between 1984 and 1996. In that time frame, he can make up 14%.
easily.
14% is a lot. I can't lie. That's a lot, especially in an era where 3-point shooting was very niche.
And like I was saying, illegal defense if 2 people are in the paint.
That's okay. You can't hand check people anymore. So I mean, like potato. I mean, what are we talking about?
You don't think there's a difference of finishing rate if I have another 7-footer just standing there waiting on somebody who can't shoot?
LeBron never gets there if you can hand check.
LeBron is definitely physical enough to get through a hand check.
We talking about against Michael Jordan? We talking about against general NBA?
Anytime you want to drop LeBron off in, if you want to drop him in the 80s, if you want to drop him in the 90s, you want to drop him, he played in the early 2000s.
I'm just saying, bro.
LeBron's played through 3 different... This is a later question. LeBron's played through 3 different NBAs as is. As is.
3?
And thrived in all of them.
3 different NBAs?
Early 2000s?
Well, it was 2003 and then he 04, 05, 06. I would say like that to like 2009 is an era.
Yeah.
Like that's an era, and then now we're in...
Then you had
2010 to like...
You had the 2010s till like the mid-15s, around when it became, like, before it became officially like Curry ball.
Yeah.
Then you got Curry ball.
I mean, just say it was Kobe's era, bro.
He won 0 titles from 2010 to 2015, but it was his era.
I was talking about pre-20...
He's talking about
pre-2008, really. If you really want to separate it, it really separates around 08.
Regardless,
He's pulling your leg.
Regardless, 3 eras. Regardless, right?
Okay.
Because LeBron started the super team era.
The Celtics are right there.
You couldn't have saved that one.
The Celtics are right there. The Celtics are right there. Who got together?
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't fucking say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. It's bullshit. Don't say it.
What was that?
You have yet to provide me proof. We've had this conversation for years. Years, Timmy. Years.
Tanner. pretty sure that Kevin Garnett said it.
You find me where he said it, and I'll believe you.
I think
Until then, because you've never provided proof before. It's that same fucking doctor that said LeBron was still hurt when he was playing in the playoffs against the Suns.
No, the argument there was that he got told he should have shut it down for the season.
Oh my God. Stop.
Just telling you what was said.
Made me show my ass on this fucking podcast today.
See, one of us is upset, and one of us is chilling.
Because this is horseshit, Timmy. You do this. You do this
I'm-
every time.
I'm
Every
just-
time. Every time. Every
said
time.
calm
And you have
and-
never provided
calm.
me with the evidence that one of the 4 players from the Celtics said this. Never, not once.
It
And
was in an interview.
I don't give a shit. I mean, that means that is somewhere. You feel like if they said we got together to beat a 25-year-old LeBron James.
I think Kevin Garnett did say that in an interview. I remember.
We got this whole team together to beat a 25-year-old LeBron James. That's the only reason. Because we couldn't get through LeBron without all 4 of us. You think that wouldn't have been national news? Plastered everywhere? Recycled year after year as a meme?
No, he didn't say it. He didn't say it until like a few years ago.
It doesn't matter.
I'm saying
That's even worse if he'd have said it a few years ago.
I'm saying he said it.
We can move on with this
That's not,
debate.
that's not Kevin Garnett's mindset. Kevin Garnett's
Are you a
fucking
calm
maniac.
and reasonable person?
Yes, I am. But Timmy does this every time, and he tries to find it every time, and he can't because it wasn't said. It was not said.
Okay, we're gonna.
Me and Nolan just hear things. We just hear things.
The only one of those 4 that may have said that is Paul Pierce, and Paul Pierce is a dumbass anyway. Because he thought he was better than Dwayne Wade.
I'm not agreeing with him, but Paul Pierce is a dumbass.
We just hear things, Nolan. That's all right.
Okay, moving on.
I have voices in my head.
All right. This is the question that Timo's really gonna hate.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the weaknesses of your player?
None. Yeah, I'm not sure what people want to consider a weakness per se. You can say the free throw line.
What is he not?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
You could say the free throw line.
The free throw line. Other than that, if you want to say, is what the three point line as well, but which he reinvented his shot.
Do you want to say defense? Do you want to say defense?
He was an elite defender
for 6 years of his career. That's
6.
One third.
You're just talking about the times he made All NBA teams.
No,
defensively.
One third of his career.
In Miami, he was still elite defensively. He was
elite defensively.
His entire from
but
rookie,
as soon as he went back to Cleveland, cut it. Forget about it.
which is 13 years. You just said 6.
Bro, he was not elite defensively as a rookie.
All right, that's a little nitpicky.
Yeah,
But that's my point.
it wasn't 6.
He went from.
Oh, you just said 13 years. You're talking about from 03 to 16.
Yeah,
I said when he went back to Cleveland, not during Cleveland.
It was technically 2014. We want to get real technical with it.
But if you're
Regardless, it's longer than
looking at
6.
this in retrospect, outside of his prime, he has not been a good defender. He is lazy.
He is
A good defender when he wants to be, but that shit don't fly when you're the best basketball player in the NBA.
So really, if you wanted to chalk it up, this is where people hold the longevity against LeBron, but hate when you use it for LeBron.
Here's the problem with the longevity argument is y'all Brontards use year 20 for when he does good and year 20 for when he does bad. It cannot be an argument to support him and an argument to give him an excuse. You have to pick a side. That's the problem with the year 20 argument. Continue what you were saying.
The geriatric argument.
Regardless of what he just said.
I don't think you know how debates work, cuz.
No, I'm just saying. So if we're talking, MJ played what, 15?
Yes.
15 years?
15 seasons.
15.
Okay. Was he elite defensively in Washington?
Probably not. But he only spent 2 years in
not.
Washington.
Okay.
Probably not.
He spent how many? 3?
2 out of 13. 2 out of 15, I mean.
01, 02,
And this is with him taking a break in the middle of his career. By the way,
he retired.
Okay, let's
regardless of your reason,
let's add some context. Let's add some context.
I mean, you got it.
He took a break from basketball.
Using
Retirement.
Using the LeBron argument, in 01, 02, 02, 03, Jordan was 39-40.
Okay.
Just want you to know that the other 13 seasons of his career, he was elite. So
we're talking 11 versus 13 years.
94% of his career.
11 versus 13 years.
11. Okay, but we're talking about 11 out of 20. We're talking about 55% of his career, not 94%.
This is what I'm saying. He gave what? Just around the same amount of numbers as Jordan did elite defensively. But it's held against him because he played longer. Ever since he got back to Cleveland. After
2014.
I'll say after the 3-1. He's been asked to carry a scoring load unlike no other.
Okay, I call bullshit on that. Because Michael Jordan led the NBA in scoring 10 times.
That's not
10 out of 15 times.
He's still
10 out of 15 times, and he won a DPOY.
Yeah.
And he was first team all defense 12 times.
LeBron's also carrying the
12 times in
playmaking.
15 years. 12 times in 15 years. And we want to take out the Wizard years where he was old and decrepit. That's 12 out of 13, Timo. 12 out of 13.
It's called geriatric.
With a break from basketball to play fucking baseball. He wasn't shooting a hoop for 2 years, come back, won 3 more, was elite defensively, and led the league in scoring 3 years in a row. I don't want to hear that offensive load bullshit. I don't.
He's also doing this at an older clip.
Because LeBron had more scoring
with
help.
more tread on the tires.
Hold on. So he had Kyrie Irving, and he was carrying
I was going to say, Kyrie.
He had Kyrie Irving, he was carrying some immense scoring load?
I said after the 3-1. Did you not hear me say after the 3-1?
Didn't he not have Kyrie Irving in 2017? Because he got traded and was on the Celtics in 2018.
Kyrie was hurt.
The whole year?
Kyrie got hurt in the finals. Not in the finals, in the playoffs.
I just want you to know he was lazy before 2016, bro.
He was not, quote unquote, like right. He had the greatest block of all time in the playoffs, regardless of what we want to say.
The only thing that makes it the greatest block of all time is the circumstance. If he doesn't get that block, they lose. That's
what makes it. That's what makes it one of the greatest defensive plays of all time. Like that's the exact moment you need to. He has to do that.
I mean, do we want to talk? I mean, we're talking about defensive stops or blocks.
What? We're talking about.
You could argue.
He said the greatest block of all time. We're obviously talking about blocks.
You could argue Jordan's strip into the game winner.
We're talking about blocks.
If you want to give me stops, I can go into the 2020 run in the playoffs when LeBron would pick up everybody's number one, the entire playoff run in year 18.
Please tell me what number one he picked in Miami, because Jimmy scored 43 times and had 2 40-point triples.
I'm talking about on the way to the finals. He guarded.
Now you said in the playoffs. You said throughout the whole playoffs.
What about the finals?
You said throughout
because he wasn't guarding Jokic. I promise you, he wasn't guarding Jokic.
He did guard Jokic.
He guarded Jokic.
Yes.
For every game.
In the fourth quarter of the entire games in the playoffs.
So who was AD guard? Monte Morris? Will Barton?
No, I'm telling you that LeBron checked Jokic. LeBron checked Harden. LeBron checked. Who else did they even play on that run? He checked. Was it Dame they played?
They played Portland round 1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, regardless if he had the ability to, which we all know he does, he was lazy. He was lazy to the point where he was viewed as a bad defender. To be compared against Michael Jordan, who was never lazy on defense, in terms of a wide majority of possessions over a full season. I mean, you can't be lazy like that. You can't take stops off. You can't take possessions off.
Circle back here.
You can't take possessions off. Not at that level of ball.
So you would say that LeBron's weaknesses are his overall shooting and lack of effort on defense.
I never said his lack of effort on defense.
I'm saying, but I mean, we've been sitting there arguing it for 10 minutes.
Can you say that he didn't have a lack of effort on defense? Would you say that for an extended period of his career?
I would say he's been a good defender for his career more than he's been a bad defender.
That is fair to say.
Okay.
But could you also say that his lack of effort on defense has caused the majority of his career, or a decent amount of his career, to make him perceived as a bad defender because he was lazy.
I don't think for his career he's perceived as a bad defender.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm talking about for a decent amount of his
But that's
career.
what you just said.
Well,
Whoever the decent amount of people...
It's literally black and white, man.
Whoever the decent amount of people are that think LeBron's a bad defender just need to go back and watch LeBron.
What I'm telling you is
Said it can't be black and white if you're asking a relative question.
No. I'm talking. He didn't let me finish. It's black and white in terms of the black is that he was an elite defender for part of his career, for a good part of his career, and then there are times, and then the white part is that he's been lazy a lot, and that has perceived him as a bad defender.
Sid, we just sat here as a group.
We're not talking about perceive. How he's perceived.
Hold on. Yeah, yes, us three here, we just all agreed for the better part of LeBron's career,
he has been a good defender. A good defender.
He's been a good defender, and now you're acting like you're saying, but people perceive him as a bad one.
This dude has carried an 100. He's got 115 defensive rating right now.
Brother, I didn't know LeBron's supposed to be sitting down on Giannis.
But what I'm saying is like you can go back through his career. You can go back through his career.
You old man.
You can go back through his career and look at his defensive box plus minus and tell what years he took off on defense. You can tell. It's night and day on his box sheets.
He was robbed of a defensive player of the year.
Probably.
That is true. Because the same
like, so that's why like the Depoy thing don't.
The same group of voters that voted Marc Gasol for Depoy voted him on the defensive second team.
Second team.
Voted him on second team.
But he got Depoy.
But he had yeah.
I would have been better off if they handed that award to Tony Allen that year.
Tony Allen, the Kobe killer.
Shout out Grizz. Where's my jersey? It's in there.
If you had a Tony Allen jersey, that'd be insane.
I got a Tony Allen jersey.
So is Sid going to answer this question, or is this one just for me?
No, it's for both.
No, it's for both.
We're not cherry picking. The fuck you think this is, man?
Interrogation.
Yeah.
Say it. You say it, Ryan. No.
So we're agreeing on free throws and lack of effort on defense, correct?
No, I've just said the free throw line.
What's his flaw? What's his flaws? It's free throws.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So he did not have a lack of effort on defense
he's never had any other issues
for an alarming percentage of his career. I'd say at least 33% of his career he's been a lousy and lazy defender.
He's shooting under 10%.
He lets
for the last 2 weeks. Right now.
That'll have nothing to do with that.
Now, if you want to be a lazy defender because you're carrying a scoring load, I'm gonna look at you a certain way, but I'm only gonna blame you so much.
Shout out Luka.
Whenever you let your guy blow by you and then yell at your big for not picking him up, that's the problem I have with LeBron James. You see him do that way too much. At least you have seen him do it. I'm not saying he's known for it, but I've watched a lot of LeBron James basketball, and I've seen him do it a lot.
Thomas Bryant's not a good defender, just by the way.
No, he's not.
Thomas Bryant's not a good defender.
I haven't watched much.
Thomas Bryant is not a good defender.
I haven't watched much Lakers basketball.
I wish LeBron this year would literally just sit down at half court. Not even play.
I wish he would too. 94 feet. Show me something.
No. I don't mean sit in a defensive stance.
Oh.
I mean crisscross applesauce. Y'all tell me when we get the ball back.
Yeah,
chilling at half.
Yeah. But these brothers are helpless.
All right.
Yeah, got his hands in his jersey just waiting.
I ain't giving any effort on D. That's all. But anyway.
Right. So, Sid, what are Jordan's weaknesses or flaws?
3-point shooting.
Okay.
Vegas.
Hey man, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, and he had a gambling and alcohol addiction. What can I say?
And cigars.
He's just better.
Don't forget tobacco.
He's just better. And for the sake of the GOAT argument, which, barring any
Don't worry,
setbacks
answer the question.
Huh?
Don't worry, your eyes answered the question.
No, I'm trying to figure out a way to word it.
Don't sugarcoat it. Just say it.
3-point shooting. And then what's eventually going to be the downfall of his argument for greatest basketball player of all time is longevity. So if he plays in 90-91, right?
94, 95.
Yeah, it's 90-91 and 94-95.
And then the break between the Wizard years.
which is like.
Oh no, he retired twice. It's 94, 95, and then the break between the Wizards. If he plays in 94, 95, we're talking about 8-0.
That's assuming he beats Hakeem.
Bro, he's smashing Hakeem.
Well, now we're using hypotheticals.
Okay.
Bro, but I'm saying,
got a point.
go look at that Rockets. It is hypotheticals. It is
hypothetical.
But go look at that Rockets team, bro.
Hakeem was a monster.
I feel like we're.
I know
I feel like
Hakeem was a monster.
you're kind of disrespecting Hakeem just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just-
what
just
big
a little
was
bit.
checking Hakeem? Was Dennis Rodman going to check Hakeem?
Bro, who was checking Mike? Go look at that team. I'm telling you.
Weren't Clyde?
Clyde.
I mean,
Weren't Clyde Drexler?
was Clyde on there?
Hold on, I got you. You keep talking. You keep talking. I got you.
Look it up, 'cause I thought he was still in Portland. I thought he was still in
I know
Portland.
Kenny Smith was on those teams.
That brother said Kenny Smith.
Kenny Smith is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kenny the Jet.
But I'm saying, is Clyde Drexler checking Jordan?
Was Clyde Drexler on those teams? I thought he was still in
may have
Portland.
been. He may have been in the 95.
I thought he was still in
on the
Portland.
95 team, or he could have been on both.
Sam Cassell, Clyde Drexler.
Sam Cassell was the one I was missing.
Because that wasn't nice.
Sorry, man, that team's just not checking Mike. If the Utah Jazz didn't with John Stockton, and
I get your point, Timo, though. That because Clyde and Jordan they were viewed as like the best like guards in the game.
I mean,
for a short time.
Clyde the Glide Drexler, baby. I'm saying that Rockets team is not holding Mike, and I know it's a hypothetical.
Hakeem was averaging 28 on 3 blocks, 2 steals,
Yeah.
and 11 rebounds.
Yeah. Yeah, Hakeem was.
Made me squeam.
Hakeem was dirty. Hakeem's the Shaq killer. But that Orlando team's not stopping Mike to get to the finals. Penny Hardaway? I love Penny. He's checking Mike?
We got to get into facts. We're using hypothetical.
He can't check
I know,
Pippen.
I know.
He can't check Pippen.
I'm just saying. But for the longevity of the argument, for the sake of the argument, his longevity will eventually be his downfall. And so that's why I'm counting that as one of his weaknesses.
Why do you say eventually?
Because eventually LeBron James is going to end up playing like 22 seasons and have fucking 40,000 points, and it's going to be like the Tom Brady argument.
Well, yeah.
Like he's built up so much.
Yeah, I think LeBron's.
You can't argue against
There's
that.
gonna be-
And that's part of my reasoning as well for the GOAT. It's just he's going to have such a
untouchable
career
level of just statistics.
But Luka can't catch that dude.
Luka's
on
Luka, and it's funny because Luka's in the shout out Luka, but he's in right now kind of the same career trajectory.
Yeah, I saw that.
As far as ownership, but even though they have done more than LeBron got in first Cleveland stint. As far as you have Brunson, you have Porzingis, you have other guys.
They had Brunson, but
had Brunson. Spencer Dinwiddie.
I still got Christian Wood, and Spencer Dinwiddie apparently just
Anyways,
revitalized.
moving on.
Okay. Hold on. I got to mark down the points. All right. Now we're getting to the greatness side of it.
yes.
What are some accolades to support? Like, what are achievement? Like, this is actual
What's he achieved?
counting achievements. Yeah.
LeBron. He was the 2003 rookie. 2000 is it 2003,
This is for
2004? I
this is
guess
for people who aren't fully in on
he
this.
is the rookie of the year. He is a 4-time MVP. He is a 4-time Finals MVP. He will be a 19-time All-Star, which would be the most all time. He's the leading vote getter, by the way, in year 20.
Is he the leader?
Yes, he's the leading vote getter.
now. Interesting.
How much weight can you put in a fan voted system?
He won a scoring title. He's won an assist title. He's a 13-time All-NBA first teamer. He's been a second teamer 3 times, third team twice. He's been a defensive first teamer 5 times. All-NBA defensive second team once. He got robbed of a depoy, which we talked about. That's not an accolade, but
It's like that.
It should be-
we're not
the
counting
hardware
it, but
should
it's
be
just-
his.
Yeah. Good.
he will be the all-time scoring leader. He's like 300 and something points away right now from Kareem.
Yeah.
He will be the all-time scoring leader,
He did pass him in combined points between playoffs and regular.
and he will finish top 5 in assists of all time.
What's he at now?
6th.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
I thought
he's like a couple hundred.
This dude's at 18, but he's
won't-
got it in him. Like
You won't get no higher than 4 though. Like whenever
He's like right behind Mark Jackson.
whenever you get into the top 4, it starts like skipping
jumps.
tiers.
Oh yeah, John Stockton's up there
Yeah.
a ways.
Yeah, John Stockton's got so many.
For whatever reason, the '90s couldn't figure out the pick and roll was coming.
I
So,
do remember you saying,
I'm gonna pitch in on the All-Star argument a little bit. There's only so much weight they can hold a fan vote. Kobe Bryant tore his ACL in the 2013 12 into the season and was an All-Star in 2013.
Yeah.
So they can only hold so much weight.
Kevin Durant is he out? He's going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks.
He's probably going to be an All-Star.
I'll mind you that the 2003 All-Star game was fan voted.
Didn't Ben Simmons make an
said
All-Star
what?
team?
I'll remind you that the 2003 All-Star game was fan voted.
Okay.
Jordan finished 9th in voting.
Oh, okay. It's a popularity contest, bro.
Yeah.
That's
So
not
Jordan
like,
didn't have
it's not like the NFL where like 1/3 of the vote is fan vote and then 2/3 is league executives and players and GMs and shit. It's majority.
It should be that way, though.
It definitely should be. Yeah.
The NFL does it somewhat right.
That's why I
still hate
That's
fan
why I
vote.
don't hold the.
I still
NBA.
hate fan vote.
I prefer fan vote, but I'd rather the fan vote be for like the skills competition.
I'd rather fan vote hold less weight than it does.
Well, that's why I go off all pro and all NBA defense and first team, etc.
Do it 25% fan, 50% player, and then 25%
front office.
Yeah, like executives.
Continue.
Okay. So Sid, rebuttal.
So I'm going to name you an NBA player's resume. I want to see if you can guess who it is. Okay? 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs, 1 MVP, 3 off defensive teams, DPOY, 9 scoring titles. Who do you think that is?
You said 2 rings?
2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs, league MVP, 3 all defensive teams.
This guy play in the 90s?
DPOY, 9 scoring titles. I'm not giving any hints.
2 rings, D-boy, 9 scoring titles. Are you doing like the first
MVP,
half?
MVP, 3 all defensive teams.
You talking about like
This is a player's resume.
the entire career?
This is a player's resume, yes.
Is the entire career?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's Kevin Durant.
Timmy, you got a guess?
You said 2 rings.
2 rings, 2 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs.
Wait, no, it's not Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant don't have 2
I retract my
MVPs.
statement.
He also don't have a DPOY.
Yeah.
I heard the 2 rings and the scoring titles, and I was like,
I don't have a guess for you right now. Man.
You don't have a guess?
2 rings, a D-boy.
2 rings, 2 Finals
rings, 2
MVPs,
Finals MVPs.
League MVP,
A league
3 all
MVP.
defensive teams, DPOY, 9 scoring titles.
So, is this a big man?
Yes.
It's a big man.
90s?
80s.
All right, so I'm just going to say it.
That's a really weird
That
resume.
isn't a player's resume.
Brother, you just said it was.
Bro, I just asked you.
Would you say that's a Hall of Fame career?
It's close. It's close. Probably does.
That is
Considering
what
he's a league-
separates the trophy rooms of Michael
Why
Jordan.
are you doing it
And
like this?
LeBron James.
I told you to name. I asked you to name his accolades.
And I'm telling you that he just named his accolades. You add 2 rings.
you
You
just said it
add
was
2
a
Finals
player.
MVPs. You add a league MVP. You add 3 off defensive teams. You add a DPOY, and you add 9 scoring titles to what he just.
We can
said,
ask the DPOY.
and that's Michael Jordan's.
I'm gonna say because we
Okay,
we
ask
literally
the
just
DPOY.
agreed
Ask
that
the
he got
DPOY.
it.
Ask the DPOY. 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs, 1 more MVP, 3 all defensive teams, and 9 scoring titles. Ask the DPOY. I don't
In
give
a
shit.
less talented NBA.
He's talking about accolades, bro. What are we talking about right
I know.
here?
I'm just giving context.
I was hoping
Can we come to an agreement? Can we come to an agreement right here?
what?
That the league is better today
It's
than it
more
was in the
skill.
80s and 90s?
Yeah, we agreed on that earlier.
I'm just saying, if we're talking hardware, there's a lot
But
more
the defense.
There's a
is
lot more
different,
people
bro.
to feed
There
now.
is no defense now.
there is no
There
difference.
is
compared to the-
defense.
compared to the
Hold on, there
90s.
is defense now. Defense, it just is in different
Team
ways. Than,
defense is
Dude, if
really
you
bad.
you really perceive elite defenders in the NBA.
and I don't think y'all. first of all, I don't think the 80s and 90s are as blood chilling as y'all act like they are either. Y'all act like every game dudes are walking away with broken noses.
Bro, like
it was.
You cannot name me a
can't
guard.
say it's not more physical.
You cannot name me a guard as proficient on defense as Gary Payton. Ever. A point guard, that is. I mean, let's look at the best defenders at each position ever.
Chris Paul, John Stockton,
Gary Payton at 1, at that point guard. Michael Jordan at the shooting guard.
You want to put Tony Allen as a better overall defender?
Tony Allen can play the 3. He's 6'8", 6'7".
Tony Allen's like 6'6".
Is he really? Either way, Tony Allen can guard up. If he locked up Kobe with no problem, he's locking up dudes that are 6'8" and 6'9". I'm okay with slotting Tony Allen at 3. And even if it's not Tony Allen, it's Kawhi Leonard.
He's 6'4", 214.
Oh, well then Kawhi Leonard at 3.
I didn't think it was 6'6", but I wasn't sure. I thought it was like he's
Gary Payton, Mike, Kawhi height, Leonard. But... Who you want to put it for? Tim Duncan? Maybe.
Yeah, Timmy D.
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett.
Timmy D's a better defender.
Kevin Garnett.
There's an argument. That's a good argument. That's a good argument.
And then at the 5, Hakeem Olajuwon. Not even close. Okay.
Yeah.
So, 3 out of those 5 guys played in.
But we just said Tony Allen over.
Okay, even then
he said Tony Allen.
That's 3 out of 5 the other way then.
I wouldn't say.
Bro, I'm not putting Tony Allen.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. The argument splits itself right there. If you're gonna do 2.5,
I don't think Tony Allen's a better defender than Michael Jordan.
Either way, I feel like your argument isn't making much steam as you thought it would.
Bro, like this whole argument is my point. Even if you do put Tony Allen at the 2, Michael Jordan is still the second best defender at his position. Probably the third. He's a better defender than Gary Payton, I would say, maybe. So he's a top 3. He's a top
defender.
He's a top 3 defensive guard in NBA history. And where does LeBron rank in forwards? Not even close to the top 10.
But LeBron, the thing is, MJ wasn't even checking the other team's number 1. Scotty did it.
Scotty was more of an off-ball guy, man.
But Scotty defended them. Scotty defended the ones. Literally, if you look at their final stats, Nolan, you want to check their final stats? MJ only leads Scotty in score. And MJ only leads Scotty in scoring.
Okay. You want to go there? You really want to fucking go there? Anthony Davis led LeBron in every statistic.
That's for one. Every other
other than assists. I mean, what are we talking about?
I'm talking about for every finals Jordan won. Every one of them. It's Scotty doing everything else, Jordan scoring. In the 2016 NBA Finals, Nolan, LeBron led all 5. Scoring, rebounding, assists, steals, blocks, all team stats. LeBron.
I would also say that LeBron for his whole career has been asked to do, because as good as Jordan is defensively, and he was a good playmaker. He's a better playmaker than a lot of people give him credit for.
He's a better playmaker than people give him credit for.
Like
he gets lost in the ball hog narrative. Yeah. Like him and Kobe.
Yeah, it's because a lot of the Scotty was a decent scorer. But he wasn't getting open and getting other guys open like Jordan was.
I really wish we could have seen Scotty on a team by himself, because we did 1994. Like people, no,
brother, you talking about the team Charles Barkley tried to get together?
Yeah, bro. I'm not talking about old Scotty. I know old Scotty got his shot. I'm talking about.
It's the same argument. It's the same argument. When people thought Klay Thompson was going to go to he dropped 25 a game plus on the Kings or something.
Whoa.
Like that, but that's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, Scottie Pippen is Klay Thompson.
What?
I think Scotty's a better Robin than you're giving him credit for.
Okay, but bro, being a better Robin, like regardless of what we were just talking about, back to the whole defensive era argument, because we got way off topic.
We did.
We got way off topic.
Also, I just want to say the point of this question was for people who listen and aren't fully in on the whole LeBron versus Jordan thing, so they don't know they don't know the whole field.
Regardless of who you want to put where there's Gary Payton, Tony Allen, Michael Jordan, we named all these guys. Kawhi Leonard, the only one that has played past 2016 is Kawhi Leonard. We're talking about you need to hold a team to under 100 points or you die. I'm rolling out Gary Payton, Michael Jordan, Kawhi Leonard. I'm personally picking KG over Timmy, and then Hakeem Olajuwon.
But my entire point.
I'm saying that they played more defense. They were more elite defenders in the 80s and 90s. Maybe
And
not
they were
80s, but in the
also-
90s.
I would say more elite defenders.
They were way worse on offense too, back then.
Talking about defense, Timmy.
Who are they guarding?
Michael fucking Jordan? Clyde Drexler?
Listen.
Hakeem Olajuwon? Shaq?
Listen, I'm saying they are way less. Like, I would play. Listen, if you, just to make the separation, you got to go back some time. But it's the same argument. If you drop me off, if you drop me off in early days NBA, like I'm talking about,
when they're like doing this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me switch.
That's the 40s.
Let me hit a mean hang.
You talking about
over to the left hand.
You talking about the 50s though? We would be $1 million
Remember the 40s?
players in the
Like the
50s.
40s.
What are you talking about?
But no, but I'm talking about that.
Nolan would call a 3-2 zone against Bob Cousy and he would shit himself. Like, what are we talking about? Nolan would be the greatest coach in NBA history.
I will always bring it up. Bob Cousy, the first time he had to snatch to the
He was only an all-star. He was only an all-star because he could dribble with his left hand. That's
that brother's
I really wish Bob Cousy was
the Salem witch trials.
Like he's a pioneer,
Like, I think
but he's not an NBA great.
Give me the Phoenix Mercury. Give me the Phoenix Mercury against Bob Cousy in the 50s.
Facts.
Isn't that who Brittany Griner plays for?
Yeah, or did play
No, yeah, she did.
Anyways.
I learned recently that she switched teams. Didn't know that shit.
Anyways. But my point was
Gee Willikers, like.
my point in the thing is Sid saying all these older guys are better defenders.
Bro,
yes.
Sabrina Ionescu would get Bob Cousy out of there.
Oh my god.
Is that the female Kobe stand?
New York. Yeah. She plays
in New York now. She's like the first overall pick.
Paige, is her name St. Bukers?
Played at UConn. Plays at UConn. One of them.
I thought she tore.
Anyways, God bless it.
Hey, bro, she hoop like a man. Bro, I'm saying, bro, I'm not trying to be that way, bro, but she puts like
Get HR in here, please.
She's good friends with Jalen Suggs.
Who also played at Gonzaga.
Yeah.
They grew up best friends. He said that he watches her playing open runs and is killing dudes.
Hold on. Mute mic real quick.
Oh my god.
Anyways, we back.
That is crazy. Nolan don't even know who that is. We'll explain.
But
oh my god, dude, that is freaking hilarious.
But
that is facts though. But yeah, dude, Paige. Yeah, Jalen Suggs said Paige show up to open runs with him and is just frying. Like, she's gonna be a problem. She might end up being the GOAT if she stays healthy. I'm so serious.
I won't watch to find out. But anyways, yeah,
you gotta tune in.
But my argument to that side is there
Timmy
are
don't
more
know
skilled
ball confirmed.
offensive players now, which makes it easier to be a good defender in the 80s and 90s. That's my point.
You could also
we're talking hypothetically.
You could also break people's ribs at that time.
Exactly.
That's the point that he's making, is that you could, because y'all seen the video of Kareem against that rookie, like the rookie gave him an elbow. Weren't even trying to
punch dude in the face. Dude didn't even get teed up.
When they get teed up, they just broke him up and said, "Get back out there."
Yeah, you got 5 minutes. Warm up.
That was like
Chill, Roger Goodell.
5 minutes. Yes, sir. You know you suck.
All right.
Let me get over to that. Okay. So, this is a question for both of you. Which player had the higher peak, like in their prime, and who had the lowest low?
The answer is the same answer.
Yes, both Michael.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James.
I would say LeBron's been the definition of consistency.
I really expected some debate here.
No.
I was waiting to hear Jason Terry. I wanted to hear somebody bring up Jason Terry so bad.
LeBron James, in no point in his career, has averaged 36, 8, 8, 3, 2 over 2 seasons with 2 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, and a DPOY. Never. Not even close. He's never averaged 33 points a game.
I really wanted to hear you bring up Jason Terry. I wanted you to do it so bad.
I mean, he did get fried by Jason Terry, but that's not the argument for it. What I'm saying is, and we're not talking about low point. That. We're not talking about a bad series or a bad game. We're talking about the best part of his career. And I mean, if you want to extend it, to 3 seasons, it'd still probably be 34. 8-7-3-2 over 3 seasons with 2 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, and a DPOY. There is no prime like Mike's prime. There is no prime. The best of the best prime. It does not get better than Mike.
I really expected more of a debate here.
But my thing is, LeBron's been the definition of consistency in the NBA. Yeah. Period. Like, there's no if you just look at numbers, you want a career like LeBron's had. If you're looking at numbers, you want it's just been he had 1 season. Yeah, Mike had the bell curve. Mike had the bell curve career, right?
I mean, he started at 28 points a game and then kind of went up to 35, 37, and then
it's like riding the Griffin.
He stayed at 32 and then went down to 20 and 21.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's just scoring. That's the thing.
And LeBron in his rookie year scored 20 and a half and hasn't had a season since he scored under 25 on average.
Yeah. And then MJ's Valley is 21-6-5-2-1 over 2 seasons in Washington. So, to be determined on the Valley.
And see what LeBron's was the 2011 Finals.
At 39 and 40.
That was his Valley.
Brother.
LeBron's Valley is his rookie year and his second year. I mean, if we want to put it over the same time span as MJ's. His Valley is like 20.
Well, I mean, you could say them getting swept in the finals.
No, but
27.
I don't see a Valley. I don't see a Valley as a series or a.
He was playing the greatest team ever assembled.
Yeah, he's also the greatest basketball player of all time, in your opinion. So he should be able to get a game,
brother.
Now what?
There was a team that went 73-9 and added the greatest scorer of all time.
Game 1 was JR.
So now let's touch on these Warriors a little bit, man. You look at that team in retrospect. I mean, we're talking about their second best player is Klay Thompson, and then their third best player is Draymond Green. After that, Harrison Barnes. The reason why those Warriors teams were so good is because their second unit would have made the playoffs.
Yes, they're deep.
They were deep.
And unanimous MVP Steph Curry happens to be at the helm.
Yes,
who's running around screens in a perfectly drew up by Steve Kerr. All credit to Steve Kerr. Amazing coach. I
don't know why people hate on him so much. They're like, is Steve Kerr really that good, or did he just have?
Yes, Steve Kerr is that good.
Steve Kerr is that good.
Mark Jackson's also a great coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he set the foundation for Steve Kerr to succeed.
He did. He walked so Steve could run. Anyway,
let's say he walked so Steve could run. I mean, Mark Jackson also had the elevator doors offense. I don't know how he didn't get a job.
Oh yeah, he should be getting jobs today.
Yeah.
Anyways, lost my train of thought. Yeah, this team just happened to go 7-3-9, right? Mm-hmm. They just add Kevin Durant.
That is true.
Here's Kevin Durant.
On July 4th of 2016, if anybody was wondering.
It's burned in Timmy's memory.
Oh yeah, I was at a tournament.
The day my father
breaking.
Just like, I bet, dude. I
was like, they're cheating.
No, it did seem like they were cheating, like they were playing with Monopoly money. That shit was crazy.
I can't even imagine the reaction then. God bless.
Dude, the basketball world.
LeBron had just won. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, the greatest.
I mean, the memes were fresh off the press before July 5th. It was like, you pick the Warriors in 2K, you getting kicked out of the crib. Like,
yeah.
Like, it wasn't even...
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
And now they have like a... What is that, all-time team? Like, all-time Warriors team? Where it is that...
Brother, it's the 2017 team plus a big man. Plus, what's the name?
No, I'm saying like on 2K they have that as like an all-time team for them. It's just the 17 Warriors.
What's the Bill Walton? You just add Bill Walton to the 2017 team.
Did Bill Walton play for the Warriors?
Played for the Trailblazers.
He played for the Trailblazers. That's when he was at his best. But he played for a different team for a while. Before, because he didn't even become like a great player until he was like 28, 29.
No, he did not.
That's what I say.
Who's the big man I'm thinking of on the Warriors then.
What are you?
Andrew
what
Bogut?
What do you just?
No. I'm just talking about their all-time big man, like who would play their all-time five.
It's Wilt
Chamberlain.
Wilt.
Did we get an updated list? Is this for next week? What is this?
What are you talking about?
Never mind. I'm off topic.
You're talking about Wilt Chamberlain, bro.
I forgot Wilt.
Yeah.
Because he was technically a Sixer, and then went to be a Warrior, then a Laker.
Wilt.
All right.
I don't know where I got Bill Walton.
All right. What part are we at now?
Misconceptions.
Yep. Part 7. Okay. I forgot about the whole senator representative thing. Damn it.
That's what it is. We're already here. We're deep.
Oh, yeah, I'm not doing it now. What are some common misconceptions about LeBron that you would like to be righted?
I think I would say that there's a common misconception just off the top of my head that LeBron isn't clutch, per se. When I would say he's right up there in clutchness with, if you want to pull up the stats, it's anyone you want to talk about. I mean, he has a career 52% clutch shooting percentage.
Now, what defines clutch shooting percentage? Because
Last 4 minutes?
different
The last 4
sources
minutes?
have different.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
So my definition of clutch is the last 5 minutes, fourth quarter overtime within 5 points. That I feel like that's the most overall standard where you're not only counting buzzer beaters, you're counting crunch time. Like we need buckets, we need them now.
There's some website that's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes.
I'm okay with 4 minutes as well. 4 minutes is a long
like
time in
anything-
basketball.
I remember someone said
A
2
long time.
I mean, 4 minutes.
You can get a lot done in 4 minutes.
You can do it. I mean, life is created in 4 minutes.
You can make 2 hot pockets.
You can make 3 hot pockets.
Yeah, if you used a minute and a half. But I'm just saying, if you go hot pocket standard,
See,
2 minutes, you making 2 hot pockets.
You can make about 10 of them in that bitch.
Hey, bro, Nolan's microwave is crazy.
It's cracked out.
That thing's like an industrial incinerator.
It's like 1250 watts. Most normal microwaves are 1100.
Nolan said he's the top G.
The top G of
You can
microwave.
afford that microwave.
That's a Bugatti microwave.
You need to buy like a Bugatti emblem for it.
Just slap
Slap it right on it.
it on the door.
Are you trying to find the clutch time, quote unquote?
I'm going to find it.
Yeah, what it used.
The clutch numbers.
Is it ESPN?
He's 12. He's 12 of 23. That's in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
think
niche.
I don't think that's
That's
a very
really
good,
niche.
I don't think that's a very good barometer. I mean, 52% is impressive. I'm not trying to knock that out.
Yeah.
I'm saying in terms of comparative clutchness, I don't think that's a very.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, he's got like a lot of, like, LeBron has, like, everybody will bring up Mike's buzzer beater because it was in the finals, but LeBron has buzzer beaters. Like, if you want to look at buzzer beaters,
that turnaround three,
the turnaround at the free throw line in Cleveland,
throw it up against Toronto.
bro.
Mick just reminded us.
Oh, yeah,
9
that's
a.m. in the morning.
That's what I was pulling up earlier. I was like, bro, do our game time? I thought you were going to text Hap and be like, see you at 11, big fella.
No, tell him to get moved to 1 o'clock. Just show it to an empty gym.
Anyways, we gotta stay on topic.
But
Yeah, I think there's a common misconception that LeBron James isn't a clutch basketball player. But I feel like
you can't ask him to step up.
I feel like he's
That's
more
what
than
people
clutch. Skip will stand, and I know we ain't gonna talk about Skip on this thing, but people
We
talk
still
about
never use him for a whoop-out.
yeah, but LeBron James has always been it's like programmed to make the right basketball play, regardless of what it is in him.
2020 Danny Green, 2020 Danny Green.
No shot he would have went up on that triple team. DG had to delete Instagram.
I remember.
But anyways,
Kobe would have hit it.
would have hit it. It's crazy.
Mike would have hit it.
Both of them have a lower.
I remember Skip.
Both of them are lower in the
going
last 10
crazy.
seconds, by the way.
Why would he pass that ball?
No, as soon as he passed it, Danny
Kobe
Green,
shooting 23% in the last 10 seconds. But you saying he would have hit it?
How many attempts?
22.
Wow.
Kobe's 5 for 22 in the last 10 seconds.
Is that postseason
Really?
in playoffs?
Kobe
That's
fans,
everything.
Kobe fans about to come up and be like, it's because he didn't let the score get that close. Like,
How many olives do you want? 81.
Yeah.
He scored 81. Like, what are you talking about?
How many olives do you want? 81.
How many olives do you want? That is crazy. That's a crazy commercial. But
my misconception is, I mean, it's the one thing they used to knock Jordan. But what was funny is underneath the Luka, they compared Luka and LeBron's stats through a certain point in their careers, and obviously Luka's killing it. But
yeah,
and the entire comment section was that Luka is playing in a weaker era.
Oh, ain't that some shit?
The entire comment section was filled with LeBron fans.
Oh yeah,
that he's playing in a weaker era.
Who was it? Someone commented on it. Was like, it sounds like LeBron fans sound familiar.
Yeah. I'd like to say there's a common misconception with MJ that he would just walk in and average 40 and 10 today.
I don't think. I mean, it's
at 102
it's almost
years old.
impossible to average 40 points a game. I mean, you had James Harden.
James Harden came as close as you can
for 3 consecutive years, and averaged more free throws than field goals.
And I haven't checked it, but that's probably on the highest usage rate. Players
for sure.
It's up there with like what LeBron did in Cleveland in
1862.
It was almost 40%. It was almost 40%.
Some 2K usage rates.
Yeah, that's that my career shit.
But I'll give you stats if you want for the MJ would have averaged 40.
I'll take some stats.
So they say that MJ would have averaged 40 because there's more touch calls today.
How long is this going to take?
Quick.
Can you extend it?
You gotta take a call.
I got an important phone call I gotta make.
I guess we can. We're almost.
All right.
Anyways, so MJ from 86 to 87, 90 to 91, MJ's best scoring years. There was 24 fouls called per game, 29 free throws attempted per game. From 18 to 19 to 22 to 23, there's 20 fouls called per game, 23 free throws attempted per game. They shot more free throws in Jordan's,
but not last night. But not last night.
Physical defense, so they were fouling more.
Yeah, they were allowed to get away with a lot more stuff.
I mean, Bill Laimbeer saying they were going to beat they were going to beat Michael into submission. That came out of Isaiah Thomas's mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm just telling you that
Joe Dumars.
I'm just telling you that this isn't. There's a misconception that airs that this is a touch foul when they're shooting less free throws now.
It's like, it's a foul.
Yeah, that's a misconception.
Yeah. Okay. So, moving on. I think we're about to get into it, but
honestly, just 8. I mean, we've talked about how the game has evolved and stuff, and how the game is different now.
I really want to talk about 9.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about.
We're
9.
talking about 9.
We can talk about 9, but 8. I mean, we've talked about 8 all day. It's going to be.
I didn't know how this was going to go, but I felt like that was a good base.
I'll read what I have for 8.
Bro, we've talked about it the whole day.
LeBron has had the ability to play in 3 different versions of the NBA and adapted to all of them. He's flourished in all of them.
He wrote an essay.
The game didn't change near as much in Jordan's day. Yes or no? The game did not change as much in Jordan's day. Yes or no? No, it did not.
I bet they love you and lit.
The play style stayed the same. There's a common misconception that Jordan. Okay, that's what I just talked about.
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, I mean, LeBron had to adjust to Curry's NBA.
I talked.
He said it's his league. It's his league now.
That's why it's just part of the 3 different NBAs. Let's imagine LeBron's dominance.
Okay.
If you dropped him into the era where there was a legal defense if you put 2 people in the paint. That's what I got talked about earlier with the legal defense. He's already the greatest finisher of the basketball by stats. We talked about this in the beginning. Now you add a legal defense, we would have passed Kareem 3 years ago. But I also said that Jordan got to play with a shorter 3-point line. Still at a lower percentage.
It didn't matter. They didn't take him.
Oh, I know.
Like they had. There was
there though.
There was like 8 guys. There was 8 guys in the league.
Let it be known that it was only shorter in the corners, and it was 1 foot shorter.
1 foot's a big difference.
12 inches.
12 inches.
12 inches is insane.
That's 6 inches.
That's a weapon of destruction.
That's 6 inches on each side.
You getting paid for that.
Anyways, go to 9.
6 inches on both ends? I mean...
on both ends.
I mean, we're talking about making some money here.
I'm gonna say.
Anyways, getting into 9.
Click.
You wanted to talk about 9, Nolan? Let's get into 9.
All right. This is for both of you. Does your candidate their character outside of pure basketball playing ability, does that have an effect on who you think is better?
No, not at all.
I said if we want to compare their off-court character, we can, but nothing off-court impacts the GOAT debate in my eyes.
Same.
Yeah.
Why'd you think
so
that was
LeBron being a pathological liar?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
It's nothing.
I mean, if we're gonna get into that, I mean,
he's
He can't be. He's a piece of shit.
we can go into the unspoken.
We're not doing.
We're not going
But
to be unspoken.
LeBron is a liar.
LeBron is a liar, but it's funny, so I don't think anybody really gives it.
All right.
Gives it.
You want to get into number 10?
Number 10.
I'm gonna let Sid go first. I've gone first the entire time. In the debate, it's
I'll
supposed
go
to
first on
be.
this one because I'm about to rock your socks off. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Whoa, pause!
Ask it. Whoa, pal.
Rock my socks off.
To end this debate here, give me the most unrelated or irrelevant reason for why you believe believe your guy is the greatest of all time.
The most unrelated basketball reason.
Who is the greatest quarterback of all time?
Tom Brady.
Why?
Because he's got all-time passing yards.
No.
Well, I mean, you asked him what it.
That's for my reason.
That's why he's the GOAT. Yes.
He's got all-time passing yards,
overall.
all-time
That's what you
touchdown
asked,
But
passes.
when was he declared the GOAT?
I don't know. I'm just. You asked
he
me
won
why
them.
he's the GOAT. I said he's got all-time passing yards, all-time touchdowns.
I'm just saying. I don't fully believe in this, but it's because he's the most proficient winner in basketball history. In football history. Michael Jordan is the most proficient winner.
I thought you wanted nothing to do with basketball in this answer.
What?
I thought when you asked me earlier.
No, I want to know the most irrelevant reason for why you think he's.
Oh, the most irrelevant reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be anything. I'm just saying, like, it's not a respectable reason as to why you would consider him the greatest of all
Oh, I
time.
wrote down something funny.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, go for it.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
We're not asking for a legitimate, like,
I said
serious answer.
LeBron is the GOAT of memes of our generation. And what is our generation without memes?
I gave him an inch, he took a mile. That shit's crazy.
Hold on.
But did he take a mile?
Hold
'Cause,
on.
we were talking about the crying Jordan face. That started memes.
But also,
He's not
Also-
even the GOAT of memes.
That's crazy.
but LeBron has like different ones though. Oh, you can't name me another Jordan one outside of the crying Jordan meme.
The shrug.
That weren't Jordan though.
That wasn't.
What?
He literally did that after hitting. Like,
I thought we were talking about dude from the.
no, we're not. We're not talking about the
Last
security
Dance.
guard. We're not doing it. No.
Anyways.
He
No,
did
bro.
that. He did that because he beat Jordan in like
I know.
whatever they were playing.
Anyways.
But it didn't start
Jordan
with
at
shrug.
his Hall of Fame induction.
Also, Nolan. Also, LeBron has part ownership in the Red Sox. Jordan runs the Hornets. You tell me the better franchise.
Right. It's real debatable right now, Timo. It's real debatable. We're pieces of shit.
All I'm saying, LeBron isn't trying to help the Red Sox.
He really isn't. He really
He just
isn't.
owns a little bit of
He's
stake.
kind of a dick for it.
Look, that's all I'm saying, man.
What is he just in this for money? Like, what are we doing?
I mean, yeah.
Have you been taking points, Tally?
I forgot after 6, but I'm going to go back into it.
Well, since we skipped number 8, that means there's 9.
Is there really a point to be given on 10, though?
No, so it's back
No,
down
no,
to
no,
8.
no.
It's back down to even number. Jesus. Gonna get this point tally real quick.
Is there a point to be given on 9? We both agreed and said no.
I'm kind of.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm kind of
That's
it's a
what
tie.
I'm saying.
It's a tie.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if
tie.
a point system.
What?
I'm putting ties in.
Why? Well, dude, that just cancels each other out. If it's a tie, just erase
Exactly.
the potential point. What are we talking?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh
That's
my
how I'm keeping
God.
track of it. I'm not counting it as a point if I wrote it down as a tie.
Deduct
What's,
this point.
what's the points right now? So there's not a point for 8, 9, or 10. So it's 1 through 7.
Well, I'm about to do 7 right quick.
7 was the misconceptions.
Okay, so we got 1 tie, taking it out. That was 6. 1, 2, 3. 1,
2, 3.
2, 3. Here we are.
3-3.
3-3.
Jesus Christ.
All right, sudden death. Sudden death.
What do you mean?
You can't write it any better.
Exactly. Exactly, because I purposely did it so it would tie. But
Take us out, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. Well, fellas, that's been us today. I hope the public's been educated.
Technically, it's been us today.
What
We still got more.
who do you
Yeah,
believe?
For y'all.
Who convinced you today?
Coming to your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the public's gonna tell you Jordan. I feel like the public will tell you Jordan, right? I feel like I'm arguing from what the public would view as a harder argument.
There are a lot of old people, yes.
That's what I'm saying. So, I feel like I put up a compelling case today. Sid puts up a compelling case. We thank you for listening to this through.
I wasn't sincere.
As always, we love you. Peace.